Thank you for watching this presentation. I'm Ginger Stoker from the American Institutes for Research, and I'm going to discuss some findings from our study looking at the effects of literacy first on students' short-term and long-term academic skills. I'd like to start by providing a little background on the Literacy First program. Literacy First is a nonprofit organization housed in the Charles A. Dana Center at the University of Texas at Austin. As an AmeriCorps program, Literacy First is a low-cost approach to improving the early reading skills of struggling readers in kindergarten through grade 2. Literacy First recruits and trains AmeriCorps volunteers to serve in schools located in the Austin, Texas area. Approximately 1,200 students in the Austin Independent School District, in which this study takes place, are served by Literacy First each year. Literacy First tutors work one-on-one with students daily to provide individualized instruction to help accelerate students' reading development. Tutoring sessions are specifically designed to strengthen students' early reading skills, particularly in the areas of phonological awareness, phonemic awareness, oral reading fluency, and reading comprehension. Each tutoring session lasts about 30 minutes, and tutoring is conducted in English and Spanish. This study is guided by 5 research questions. These research questions focus on the impact of Literacy First on grade 2 students' short-term and long-term academic skills. This presentation covers the first 3 research questions, which investigate the impact of Literacy First on students' oral reading fluency and reading comprehension skills after 1 year when students are still in grade 2, and the impact of Literacy First on students' reading skills a year later when students are in grade 3 and no longer receiving tutoring. The study was conducted as a multi-site RCT in which eligible students were randomly assigned to treatment and comparison groups within schools. Students were screened for eligibility at the beginning and end of their grade 2 year using Dibbles or Adele oral reading fluency assessments. These assessments were also used to measure oral reading fluency at the end of grade 2. In addition, students completed the grade 2 ITBS or Legramus assessment to measure reading comprehension at the end of grade 2. When students were in grade 3, they completed the STAR grade 3 reading assessment, which is the state standardized test. Students completed screening and outcomes and assessments in English or Spanish, depending on their level of English fluency. Because students completed the assessments in English and Spanish, and the tests were not considered to be equivalent, students' scores were converted to Z-scores prior to analyzing the data. The outcomes analyses were conducted using multi-level regression analyses in which students were nested within schools. The sample for this study consisted of grade 2 students in 26 elementary schools within AISD. We used data from 2 cohorts of students. The first cohort started participating in the study in the 2017-18 school year, and the second cohort began participating in the 2018-19 school year. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we were only able to obtain grade 3 STAR reading assessment scores for students in cohort 1. State assessments were not administered when cohort 2 students were in grade 3. We assessed attrition for each outcomes analysis, and all samples met WWC attrition requirements. The study primarily included students who were predominantly Hispanic, economically disadvantaged, limited English proficient, and not participating in special education. The results of the study show that students who participated in Literacy First performed substantially better on the outcomes assessments than students who did not participate in Literacy First. In grade 2, the effect size difference on the oral reading fluency assessment was 0.33, which was statistically significant. For reading comprehension, the effect size difference was 0.19, which was also statistically significant. In grade 3, the effect size difference on the STAR grade 3 reading assessment was 0.21. This was not statistically significant, but the effect size was large enough to be meaningful, and due to lack of data for cohort 2 due to COVID-19, the analysis was underpowered. In addition to effect sizes, we present the WWC improvement indices for each outcomes. The improvement indices can help put these numbers into somewhat more understandable terms. For oral reading fluency, the improvement index is plus 12. This means that an average treatment student would rank at the 62nd percentile in the control group with regard to oral reading fluency, or equivalently, that an average treatment student would rank 12 percentage points higher on oral reading fluency than an average control student, who by definition ranks at the 50th percentile. For reading comprehension, the improvement index is plus 8. As such, an average treatment student would rank at the 58th percentile in the control group with regard to reading comprehension, or equivalently, an average treatment student would rank 8 percentage points higher on the reading comprehension assessment than the average control student. The grade 3 STAR reading assessment also has an improvement index of plus 8 and has a similar interpretation. In the next year or so, we will continuing to assess the long-term effects of Literacy First on student outcomes. Later this year, we will produce findings looking at the effect of Literacy First on students' grade 4 STAR reading and writing scores. We'd hope to have the results for this presentation, but we have not been able to receive the data yet. And next year, we will produce findings looking at the effect of Literacy First on students' grade 5 reading and science scores. Thank you. If you have any comments or would like to learn more about the study, please email me at gstoker@air.org. Thank you.